Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of DeFonzi's Garage. What are we going to do today? Well, we're going to go ahead and get that STI pulled in here, and we're going to take off those summer tires, go ahead and throw on some winter tires, and then I'm going to show you how to go ahead and actually reset that TPMS sensor, because if not, because we swapped out those wheels, it's going to continue to go off. So hang in with me for a few minutes. I'll go ahead and show you what we're going to do. Alright guys, as you can see right now, STI is up on the lift. Let's go ahead and get it raised, take those tires off. Getting ready to pull the wheels off as we speak. Then we're going to go ahead and put on our studded snow tires. Excuse the mess. Right here. BBS wheels. Really good tread on these snow tires. Show you what it looks like when we start yanking these off. Alright guys, got the very first tire off. These particular wheels have locks on them, so make sure that you have your locks so you don't have to go ahead and bust that off. Let's go ahead and start putting the winter wheels on the car now. Guys, just got the first two done, getting ready to work my way to the back. One thing I want to point out, make sure when you're putting on tires like this, or if you have some set aside, you'll see, where is it? It'll actually say like rotation right up here. So make sure when you're putting these on, the arrow is actually pointing to the way that the wheels are going to turn. If not, could mess up a lot of things, could mess up the tire itself, could mess up the alignment. All right, guys, we're getting ready to go back underneath the car so we can go ahead and lower it and do the rear. Not sure how good the lighting is, but we're going to go ahead and slide the air jack down. Hopefully you can see it a little bit. Now over to the rear of the car. We'll go ahead and set up alignment, get these tires off. I have to go back underneath the car. I just want to show you how clean this car is. Like, this car has definitely seen winters, but it is really clean, like really nice under here. Just thought I'd go ahead and share that with you. Goes to show you, if you clean your stuff up, get that rust off in the winter, it'll stay almost looking new. Oh, shit. Hey guys, I just want to go ahead and show you this. So this tire is completely shot. I went to go pull it down and you can actually see the belt coming through. This could definitely be from a misalignment, but be very careful. I'm glad I had gloves on. I felt it come through the glove, but wasn't enough to draw blood. Alright guys, tire number 4, last but not least. Let's get it going. Alright guys, the final step before we get into the car and we go ahead and start messing around with the PCM and the programmer, making sure we get that TPMS sensor off, is to go ahead and make sure the lug nuts are torqued down. So we'll go ahead, we'll do that to all 4 tires. You'll hear like a little beep beep, that means we're right on the money. Alright guys, got everything torqued down now. All I'm going to do is go around every tire, just make sure that we have the right amount of air in the tire. And like I've showed you on a couple other videos, it's going to be right on this sidewall. So this one says 50 PSI max. I'm not going to put that much in there, but it's registered literally on every single tire. Alright, we're getting down to the very end of this. Now we're at the part once we have the wheels on, we have the tires on. As soon as I go ahead and I fire up the car, it's probably not going to happen right away, but I would say within a few minutes of even just driving maybe around the block, the TPMS sensor will come on because there's a different set of wheels on the vehicle. So I'm going to go ahead and use this TPM quick set to go ahead and get that turned off, and I'll show you exactly what's included inside the box. Alright, in the box we have the USB data cable that will plug into this right here. We have our handheld, and then we have the part that'll plug directly right into the USB port. Alright guys, this is one part that I wanted to show you. This is one of the units that actually comes in the kit. Basically what this is going to do is it's actually going to give us our values that we can actually punch in on our laptop, so we can go ahead and reset our TPMS sensor. So I'm going to show you on one, and then you're literally just going to repeat it on every other tire. So as you can see right here, this says check sensor. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to go ahead and hit OK, and all you're going to do is hold this right above the lip of the wheel right there. And when you do this, you're obviously going to pick your make and model of your car. So there's a Subaru Sti, it's a 2017, and we're going to point it to which one we want to go ahead and check. So this is driver's side rear. We're going to go ahead and hit this button right here. Looks like a little Wi-Fi button. Hit that, and you're literally going to put it right at the top, and it's going to read the value. So this is what I'm talking about when I say read the value. So at the top you see that number, starts with a 4. So when we go in on the laptop, that's actually going to be what we're going to punch in for the driver's side rear tire. And then you're going to literally rinse and repeat for the other tires. So you're literally going to go around to every single tire. You're going to get your value, punch that into the PC. You're then going to load it into this right here. And then you're going to plug in your OBD2 port into the car. And then that'll read it. Alright guys, for this next part, it's actually going to require a laptop, which I currently have right here. And these are the two devices that I'm using. Right, so this unit right here will plug into the OBD2 port right in the car. This unit right here plugs right into the computer itself. And then we have a cable that plugs right into this tool. So there's two different settings on this tool. We have winter, we have summer, so you can actually program two sets of wheels. And then we have our little handy dandy TPMS reader right here. And I'll show you how to use this. But essentially what you're going to do is this will actually give you values on every single tire. So it'll actually show you per tire. Like I'll power it up and show you real quick. Takes a second. But this is a 2017 WRX STI. So if I just hit check sensor just by hitting the OK button. Go ahead, pick Subaru STI 2017. So you see how it actually shows right here. This is the driver's side front. There's the passenger side rear. Or I'm sorry, passenger side front and rear. And then the driver's side rear. So basically what you do is you take this top piece right here and you actually put it on the sidewall of the tire. You'll actually see a value that pops up right here. What you then do is once you load up said software, so I have, like, for example, winter over here. So it shows you all 4 tires. All you're going to do is just punch in the parameter, right? So whatever number pops up, for example, your driver's side front, you're going to punch it right in here. And then you're literally just going to follow suit. So you're just going to go ahead and fill all of these parameters out right there. And then you're going to go ahead and make sure that this tool is plugged in. So all that information can be read exactly to the tool. What we're then going to do is go ahead and plug this into the OBD2 port, and you'll actually see this. You see how it's blinking green? It'll still blink green once you plug it in, but then it'll turn a solid green. Once it turns solid green, so for example, we put winter tires on here and wheels, I'd hit the winter button. All of the parameters that I put on the right here in the computer will automatically be read right to the PCM. What this is then going to do is it eliminates, excuse me, those nasty, crazy, yellow TPMS sensors. It'll completely turn it right off. This will work for multiple different vehicles, but if you swap out wheels and tires a lot, this is almost a must to get those crazy lights off.